Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Gator. Check 53. There's a corner now. Get it.
On first down, Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's see what you got.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Breaks free through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Wow, that was so bullshit.
Tariq Cohen,
all right.
76 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Thank you.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Diablos,
Bro, that was bullshit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, fuck, not again.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready! 90 Wolf. Ready?
Off play action. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
49 the mic, watch 49. Let's go, D. Let's go. 49. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. Here comes Cohen. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They are doing that same thing. Now I'm saying, like I said, not saying you're not saying Devo Laughlin. I can see, I've seen him like with that, but yeah, bro. What you've seen is what I've seen with Ohio. What you seen with LSU is what I've seen with Ohio State, bro.
Ken Lobo.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And he completes it to Cohen. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Tariq Cohen is apparently
his size, he's a smaller
guy.
back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift.
From the gun, Daniels.
Oh, that was some whole shit right there.
Picked off at the 23. And he will take this across midfield
That
and
is
down the
some
48-yard line.
Yeah.
He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Bound to lose one.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Bravo.
Mike's 49.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Wallace. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Eight, read.
In your face.
Ready?
from the gun. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Push him back. Go out. Kill. Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's some bullshit. That's okay.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 54. Hey, watch his flag. They go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rocket.
On second down now, it's Lindsey.
Hey.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Not even, bro.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hard. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Lindsey.
What the fuck? Blocking the back, flag, throw fucking flag. That's some bullshit, bro.
20, 10, touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 78 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Diablos 14, Blues 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Well, this is caught by Williams. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Williams. It's a gain of 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Show it 6'6", bullet high. Hey, orbit. Snap.
From the gun, Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Switch.
Back to throw. Daniels. Open man is Gordon, complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Check 53. That's right, baby. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 2. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. Check.
Throwing again. Herbert. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm doing the same fucking shit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Block Edwards now to punt it away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Check. Switch. Hey, Sam on. Snap.
On 1st down, Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Desmond King picks it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Bro, that came out after I threw the ball just yet. What the fuck?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Bro, these dudes just got so fucking
From the gun, Daniels. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17.
Oh, my God.
And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's able to find Wallace. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and inches. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Ready. Right there. 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Bravo. 52.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to go down again.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
he's by himself, Keenan Allen. The 40, the 30, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
90 Wolf. 53. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Get it.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wrong. So.
Ready, set.
March 49. Hey, pick it up.
Go on, go on. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back to throw. Herbert. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha, 18 Gator.
Come on, QB, come on.
Big grip.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
March 49. Tighten up. Pull it together. 49.
Looking to throw. Herbert, his throw incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Ready,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, Daniels. Allen's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
We go. 60 outlaw. I'm here all day.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Chicago.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
First route.
You want this? Get.
On first down, it's Gordon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it here with Gordon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
218.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Well, now Lindsey lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 53. Hey, team 6. 53.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing.
Why would you run right into? Why would you run right there? You are dumb as shit.
It's a foot race, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look for Allen now. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The intended receiver there, Allen. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Zoo.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Bro, what the fuck is over his leg?
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Wallace. 16 yards, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play down.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Derwin?
It'll go as an impressive
31-yard
gain.
What?
Big plays
Lucky
back and
as
forth
shit.
just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
That was uncatchable.
Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Oh, my God.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They go back to the air here after the INT.
Damn it.
He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check, crunch. Check, go.
Looking to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Down. 18 Gator.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it, watch it. Dudes. Tighten up.
Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Fuck. Hurry up.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Fuck.
Let's go, let's do this.
Come on, set.
Yep. Can't do shit. I used it though.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed